Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Governor Andy Beshear makes some stops here in eastern Kentucky to announce some relief to eastern Kentucky families who were impacted by flooding. And some students from two schools here in Perry County experienced their first day of classes in the same building.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. It's 5 o'clock. I'm Dakota Makris, and today is Wednesday. There we go. Sorry, I'm already acting up this morning because Brandon told me something funny while the music was playing. So let's take it over to Brandon. Hey, Brandon.
Good morning. Forecast, not too bad out there. Some fog, but not as bad as it was yesterday. Overall, though, I think we'll see a fairly nice day out there. It's going to take a little while to get to the niceness. Let's take a look and see what's going on with our visibility right now. And again, it's a little close to zero in some spots. Anything less than 5 miles on this map, which basically includes Hazard, Prestonsburg, and Jonesville. Pretty rough this morning, but again, not nearly as bad as it was this time yesterday. Temperatures generally in the 60s, from 63 in Clintwood to 69 in London right now. Everybody else kind of in that range right there. So a little cooler than this time yesterday. So on the coffee meter, it is a normal day, but a little extra overall as we continue our trek through the day. So we'll keep you posted on that. Temperature should top out in the upper 70s a little bit later on. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Well, Governor Andy Beshear stopped in the mountains on Tuesday to announce new infrastructure projects and bring in some temporary housing for families who lost everything due to the historic flooding. Our buddy Forbes has more on why the governor says Team Kentucky is working across party lines and state lines.
For Derek McIntosh, the last month has been more than a nightmare.
I'm scared to lay down and sleep at night because I'm afraid I'm going to fall asleep and it's going to happen again. I'm either going to wake up flooded or I'm going to wake up, you know, on fire. I have these bad dreams.
After losing his home to the late July floods and moving in with family, the home where he was staying burned down last week.
Just seems like every time we're building back up, something just pulls us back down.
But for McIntosh and many other families, the key to moving forward came in the form of, well, a key.
And just seeing the relief as he's gone through losing not one but two homes in the last month. You can tell he's breathing just a little bit easier today. He knows where his family is going to be tonight. And for so many people, they haven't been able to have that feeling since that flood hit.
Team Kentucky partnered with Louisiana's government to bring 300 travel trailers to eastern Kentucky, already seeing around 80 of those in use, offering a roof and a lot of relief to those in need.
It was just an awesome feeling, you know, to be handed that key and know that I can lock that door, that's my home, you know. I mean, even if it is just temporary until I, you know, find me something else.
And while Governor Andy Beshear says the temporary Commonwealth sheltering program is not the solution for those who lost it all.
Give people opportunity in the next 6 months to a year to feel stable, but they are not the answer.
It offers a little security.
But I'm starting to get a better feeling, you know, waking up, not having to worry about where am I going to lay my head tonight.
To help them sleep in safety after the storm. In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, Governor Beshear says of the 300 trailers from Louisiana, 100 were recently added in the state. 35 of those are in Floyd County, where 26 are currently in use. Well, the governor also announced money for a new Buckhorn water plant that's been years in the making. Water currently has to travel more than 30 miles to the Buckhorn area and back from the Hazard water treatment plant. Hazard Mayor Happy Mabolini has been pushing for the water plant for years and says he is excited to see it finally get the go-ahead.
Well, that's a great check. I mean, we can't thank the governor. We can't thank everybody. I mean, we need to thank anybody that has anything to do with this. But it's still not done. You know, there's still a couple, 2 or 3 million, and then we've got to get the service lines in. But we're a lot closer today than we were 3 years ago.
Well, the plant is still a couple years from completion, but officials say it will help secure the area's water supply from flooding and other shutdowns in the future. Students at Robinson Elementary and Buckhorn School walked through the doors of their new school building on Tuesday, the old A.B. Combs Elementary. Principals at both schools say it feels great to have the students back in the classroom with their teachers, and one senior at Buckhorn, Kylie Napier, says she has been overwhelmed by the generosity from her teachers during this time.
A lot of my teachers have reached out to me and asked me if I needed anything. A lot of people have been very generous about just asking me what I need, just clothes or just maybe somebody to talk to, like a little bit of cash, whatever it may be. They're very genuine, and I feel like every single teacher really cares about us.
Napier says she has been at Buckhorn all of her life, and she knows they are strong enough to get through this together. Desks, tables, and chairs are some of the usual furniture items in classrooms. After the devastating floods, some schools were in need of everything. Fayette County Public Schools heard the call and partnered with Jefferson County Public Schools to announce that they will be donating a surplus of some of their current stock to Heineman Elementary.
The elementary school there was pretty much obliterated by floodwaters, which reached 3 feet high inside. But thankfully, being two very large school districts, once we knew that there was a call for help and that this is a need that we could help fill, our teams were able to collaborate and move very quickly.
Those with Jefferson County Schools loaded up supplies Tuesday morning. Today, they will make the trip to Lexington before dropping off the supplies here in eastern Kentucky. Well, thank you so much for getting your Wednesday morning started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, areas of Mexico get slammed with wind and rain as a hurricane makes its way up the west coast. That's on the way next.
While some of you could see a few stray showers early, today looks pretty nice overall. I have your extended forecast, which does include more rain chances in about 3 minutes.